Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Pine Valley Zoo again, and I've got a few good plans for this episode actually. So the last episode we were working around the back here, and I was building this containing wall here, disguising a toilet inside this little building here, putting in this little flower bed down the bottom as well. I think that was basically all I got done in the last episode actually. It took quite a while to get all that sorted. Now, thank you for your comments as always. I do appreciate the feedback and the ideas. Someone, can't remember who it was, sorry, I think it might have been Ark, suggested a waterfall around the other wall, which I assume you mean at the front here. It's a waterfall coming down into the lake. Now I have considered that, and actually I think it's a bit over the top to have it coming from here like a big artificial waterfall. However, what I was looking at is this channel just here looks perfect for some kind of little water feature. So what I'm hoping I can try and do is put a small pond at the top here, maybe with a fountain in it, so it looks like it's got water being pumped into it, and then do a see-through barrier here somewhere, and then use the waterfall features to try and create some kind of a rocky waterfall stream type thing coming down here and eventually ending down here. That's what I'm going to try and do in this episode. It could all end in disaster because I'm not very good at this sort of thing, but I want to try. So I'm going to start by I guess just lowering a bit of this ground here to create a new base level. It doesn't need to be too deep. See, this is the thing I'm not very good at, is this the terrain work. I'm not very good at using the right tools to get the job done. See, flat foundation I think is probably what I need. I might just need it a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, it kind of hollows it all out, doesn't it? Like so. So that's probably all I need, is just a nice little pond like that. I just got to see if I can actually get a barrier in at this end. Now I'm going to have rocks, I guess, around this edge. So let's have a look. Let's try and put a glass barrier over here somewhere. Let's think, something like that. Be quite nice if it was underneath the railway, I think. Okay, let's do that, and then let's see about putting water in here. Okay, it can only go to that level, so it's not particularly deep. That's fine. I can work with that. Now, this is always the challenge, is whether this gets lowered properly or not. No, it doesn't. Typical. See, I'm never too sure how you're meant to try and... Oh yeah, of course I can't do that while there's water in, can you? Yeah, how you're meant to get this lower. Do I have to... Let's see. If I highlight the whole thing... Oh no, that's not... I thought I was meant to take that below the ground. Like I said, I'm not good at this sort of thing. I think this is what you're meant to do. Oh no, definitely this is not my forte. Right, let's lower it down. Maybe that's how you do it. And then you can lower the top. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, why is that lowering on one side and not the other? Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm not sure if that's even or not. I think what it might be is maybe I need to raise the terrain a bit on this side, I think, so that yeah, I think that has to be completely submerged for it to work properly. Now I think let's try putting the water back in, and then go back to it. Yeah, there we go. So you can then put that right down to the level of the water like that. Good, here we go. That's looking much better, isn't it? Okay, so we have our pond, and we have a barrier like that. Now what I'm probably going to have to do is a little bit of work on this side, I think. Let's just turn the intensity down a bit. This probably just needs to be lowered a bit. Right, let's have a look at these special effects. If you can get this sort of thing right, it can look absolutely amazing. I have seen other people do it very well. It's just not something that I'm very good at. Now let's have a look. Yeah, so this is a good piece to get the water. Yeah, so this will go in here. I guess it needs to come right up to the top. I never quite know where to put these pieces, at what level, but I think, yeah, something like that. So it looks like it is right on the top of the water there. That's good. So you want that sort of there, showing that the water is flowing in that direction. You then, oh, what's the splash? So so this is good because this kind of disguises, this disguises some of the barrier, although you do generally just have to put a load of rock down, unfortunately, to really hide this barrier. There's no other way of disguising it properly, to be honest. I don't want to align to surface. Let me just try that one again. Okay, so again, this needs to come up. Don't want it too splashy. Something like that. And then bring it in a little bit. And then you have waterfall. What do we got? Waterfall midsection 5. Okay, is this? Let's have a look. Yeah, so this piece will have to go somewhere like that, and this shows you the water kind of flowing down into the next area. So I may need to lower this a bit, although actually I can't lower that because it's too close to the barrier. That's annoying. Oh, I'll tell you what, maybe if I can put it like that. Okay, let's put that there. It's going to need a lot of rock work, I think, to get this looking good, which I guess I'll just have to kind of do as I go along. So let's get the rocks going. I think this needs to be tropical again. I think that was what I was using before. So let's look at disguising the barrier here. Never an easy thing to do, unfortunately. Something like that. And if we got something like this in the middle, what do we think? Yeah, I mean, it's not great. I don't know of a better way of doing it, but at least that does look like the water's flowing there. It's hitting the rocks and splashing, and it is still kind of flowing through. So what you want it flowing over the rock, or making it, you want it to look like it's flowing over rock. So if you get a rock piece like that, I think that kind of gives you that illusion. Obviously you've got to hide these pieces. Now this needs to come down and possibly along a bit. There we go. Yeah, and then that kind of makes it look like it is flowing off the end. Let's just paint some of this so that we don't get all this silly grass coming So I've never quite done it like this before, but I think I could make it look fairly decent, but we'll see. I'll let you be the judge of that. So you have to hide obviously these pieces, so you need a load of sort of little rocks like that, and obviously you need to do a whole load of work around the edge to kind of suggest that there's a nice solid edge where the water is contained in rocks. So this is my thinking around the edge here, like this kind of stuff. You know, and then obviously you get vegetation in as well, and I think the overall effect, I think, might look good, but we shall see. I'll tell you what I am going to do is group this lot together. Just in case it's awful, and I may want to get rid of it. You know, it could happen. It really could happen, believe me, it really could. But I will do my best to keep it going and to keep it looking good. It's going to be one of those things where you have to sort of keep adding bits until you're happy with it. Let's get another flat piece here. And let's get back to here, and we want another one of these pieces. Like, yeah, like that. So this needs to come down, so it's right on top of the rock. Like so. This is a very useful piece because it creates that illusion of flowing water without you having to have any actual water. See what, that piece there, I wonder if I need another one. If I could drag that on a bit, or is that too much? No, that's too much, isn't it? Okay, bad idea. Cool. Tell you what, should I try and take it out? I'll take it out to the side here a bit actually. So, yeah. See, this is the problem when you want to start highlighting. Just the fountain pieces, it's really hard. There we go, I've managed to find it. Good. So if I can turn that and just angle it so it looks like it's all flowing over to the side there, that's good. Okay, let's get back to our rocks. And let's get some more sunk in over here to create an edge. And maybe something in here. Let's get a really nice big rock, I reckon, in there. Nice. Now I need another flat one. So I'm recording this on, when am I recording this? Saturday night. So I'm hoping this episode will be released ready for tomorrow morning. But I'm also hoping to record a couple more episodes tonight. I'm going to be playing for a little while. So yeah, hopefully it'll get it to the stage where I've got a few sort of in the bag, and then I can always be releasing them even if I'm not recording one a day. That's my basic plan. So far, people seem to be enjoying this style. I think I can't remember. Sorry, I apologise again. I didn't make a note of who commented this, but somebody said about the fact that most people that they watch do speed build videos, which is very true. But it doesn't always allow you to really see the sort of the intricacy of how people come up with ideas and things, which is what I really wanted to try and do in this series. So yeah, I appreciate the comment on that, because this is quite a unique thing. I don't think you see many of this sort of slow building style of video. I assume people think that people haven't got the sort of the patience to watch essentially live stuff. You do get live streaming, of course, where people are actually live interacting with people. That's not me. I mean, maybe one day, but that's really not something that I would have a clue how to set up and do. So that's certainly not going to happen for now. But who knows what will happen in the future. I think for now I'm just really enjoying this style, so I'm going to keep going with this. and see what happens. See if you guys are enjoying it, which you seem to be so far, which is great. Just going to get this waterfall looking like it's kind of flowing in both directions, because I've created quite a big flat area underneath. Yeah, that looks nice. Well, it's coming along quite well actually, isn't it? That's not bad at all. Still got quite a way to go, and obviously I've got to somehow support this these stairs here as well. So I'm going to need quite a few. Yeah, I might just do it with rocks. It's quite an easy thing to do. It kind of, using rocks like that as a, using them as an edge, but also as a support for the steps. It's kind of cheating a little bit, I guess, but it works, so why not? I might even use one of these as the next flat piece there. Kind of narrow it down, I think, through here. Let's get that, and then let's try a slightly different shaped piece of rock in here. Something like that. Get this, get this nice narrow bit here, then down onto here. Cool. Let's go back to our foam. Let's get that. Where are we flown? Completely the wrong direction. There we go. That's a shame there's not a slightly narrower version of that, but that's okay. I can get away with that. Let's move it right back into that rock there. I don't want it looking like it's flowing through the air at this end. That looks good. Do I need to lower that? It's hard to judge because obviously there isn't actually any water to lower it into. I can hide this. It looks like it's coming through the rock here. I'll hide this with some rocks. That's not a problem. I think I might just need to move it over a bit. Just bring it out a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Great. And then I need another little waterfall section over here. So it looks like it's pouring down off the end of that rock, like so. You're never going to get it perfect with this kind of thing. It's meant to look nice from this sort of distance, which I think that does, actually. I think that is looking pretty good. And obviously I've still got bits and pieces that I need to hide, little bits like that. I'll come back to that in a minute. Let's get another one of these in first. What direction am I going in here? Kind of straight now, I guess. Or do I want to try and bring it out to the side? Maybe bring it out this way. No, that's a bit too high. Let's bring that down. Yeah, that's cool. Let's bring that out that way. Let's get back to our rocks. And I did need to hide a few bits around here, so let's do that. Let's get a couple of nice big bits of rock in here. I'm going to need another flat piece like that. And then I guess I'll bring it over something like that, and then down into here. Okay, let's get those pieces in. Let's just get a few more big ones over here to support our steps. No, I think actually that one is a little bit too far over. I need that. I need it to look like it's supporting it. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I think. Let's just mix up the rocks a bit. It's looking a little bit too samey around there. Let's get that in. Yeah, that looks good. I don't mind the path overhanging a bit like that. I think that looks fine. And obviously I'm going to need some more along this edge. Something like that. Try and contain the water so that it keeps flowing in the right direction. Obviously I can come back in and add bits further back here like this as well, and then eventually it will come right down into the water. And I have a big splash down there. Okay, that looks good. Right, let's get some more special effects in. What do we need next? We need another waterfall on there, don't we? I might have put that a little bit too low. It's got a lot of rock showing there. That's fine. I can hide that little. Looks like a little graphical bit there. You can see the sharp edges. I'll cover that with a bit of foliage. That'll be fine. So let's get another one of these coming off of here. Let me know what you've done with this in the past, because I know a lot of people have commented that doing any sort of waterfall is known for being really hard in this game. It's a shame. It'd be lovely if they could put some sort of natural water dynamic into the game, so you could build something like this and then add water up here, have it so there's not a barrier, add water here and have it naturally flow so that the game figures out where the water would flow. I do appreciate that probably just involves way too much programming for them to bother doing. So I do understand why that's not in the game, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, this is looking good. I might need to just double this one up a little bit. I might just turn that, try and get it coming off at a bit of an angle there as well. Okay, that's cool. We're nearly there. We are nearly in the lake. Okay, let's bring that down. Where are we? Completely lost. Keep going down, 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 down. Let's just check. Yep, that's about the right height. I think I'm going to need it coming off right at that edge, and then I'll probably just leave it like that actually, so it's quite open. So I'll bring it right down like this as well, so it looks like it's pouring off. I think that's a little bit too sharp. Yeah, there we go. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Let's get back to here. Might just need to put in, it's just a bit there that looks a bit funky. There we go. Let me just get that in there just to hide that little piece, and get something else over here to hide this one. And let's do something similar in here. It's a shame that you have to do this kind of thing, but it really is the only way of disguising these things. Just try and make it so that it looks like it's kind of natural. It's not that easy, unfortunately, but it can be done if you just dot these things around so you haven't only got them like right at the entrance there. Then it's okay. I think it is anyway. I think I can get away with it. Ooh, that's a bit big. Let's not use one of them. Let's get, how big is this? That's large. Let's go back to our little ones. There we go. Nice. Oh, I haven't done these ones up here either. Whoops. Completely missed it. Let's try that again. There we go. Let's just get a different one in here. Like so. And let's just get something back in here. And over there. Good. There we go. Right. No, special effects. What haven't I done? I still haven't done the foam over here. So let's take that back. That's good. I think that's kind of flowing in the right direction. Kind of just angle that a little bit more. Maybe just lower it a bit as well. That's too low. Can't even see it. Just want it just, there we go, just on the surface like that. Great. Oops, let's bring that over here. Let's bring it down. Change the angle. So it's pointing in roughly that direction. Let's take this one right back because it's not a very long piece, this one. What's the height like? That's about right. Nice. And then this one, last piece, I think. Oh no, we haven't done the big splash at the bottom yet, actually. Right, let's just get the angle on this one. I think that just needs to come up a tiny bit and go back. It's a shame that you can't get smaller versions of this, because you can end up with it kind of flowing through the air at the end here. Right, how does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Then we have waterfall. Where are we? Bottom. So this is the big splash at the end. Okay, where are we? Oh, that was almost perfect. Right on the water there. Is that hidden in the rock? Let's just check. Yes, it is. How does that look? I think that looks rather good. Wow, I'm quite impressed with that. Even if I do say so myself, that turned out a lot better than I expected. So, lots of decorating to do. I will come up obviously do the pond as well. But for now, let's focus purely on this. So let's get back into our nature. And let's find some bushes for this. What sort of thing looks good around this? This looks nice. I love this stuff, actually. This looks really nice. You can disguise a lot with this, like along the edges here. You can really blend stuff in nicely. So let's just get some of this put in, not too over the top. I love this. It kind of, when you get the big pieces, you can really, like this, you can kind of blend it in with the rocks really nicely. Let's go right up to the giant pieces like this. Look at that. You can really just put it halfway through the rocks and it just looks like it's all creeping and growing around them. It looks really, really good. And you can just get little bits like that poking out as well. It doesn't need a lot, this. I don't want to go over the top with it. Just little bits like that I think will just look really nice. Not sure what I'm doing in here yet, so that may just disappear, but I'll do some sort of rock support, maybe with some wooden beams or something coming out there. Right, so now I need something with a bit of colour, like, you know, this sort of thing. Actually, that's might be a good shout straight away. Actually, yeah, let's go with this one. I like this one. Just get a bit of contrast with the different colours. Let's get some in there. So I've got a disguise up here because this bit doesn't look particularly good, unfortunately. But that's cool. There we go. That's nice. That's looking good. Doesn't need a lot more than this. Something. Let's see. Something a bit more upright. Not bamboo. What's this one? No, that doesn't look quite right. Ooh, that looks watery, doesn't it? Potentially. I could get a tree, couldn't I? Oh, that's a nice looking tree. I know it's not a pine, but that's fine because this is like an artificial area, I guess. So I reckon I could get away with a couple of little trees. Maybe. Let's have a look. No, I don't want to block the view down here. So I think that needs to stay relatively like that. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that and let's get one on here. Right, how does that look? See, I don't mind this because I don't really want you to be able to see through here too much. That's the idea. So when you come along here, I want to kind of fill this in a bit. So you get an idea of what's through there, but you don't really see until you get right in here and look through the window. That's kind of my thought process there. So I don't mind that tree being there. And then maybe if I do get some pines, let's just think about this. Now, are there some pines that will actually block the view lower down? Yeah, you see, I can get a couple of these just on this side here. Just enough, just so it's just blocking that view. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. and I'll have some more around this side of the pond here as well. But yeah, I think that works because it just blocks enough of the view that you just sort of, you can see a tantalizing bit of the pond and the zoo beyond, but you can't quite see exactly what's happening. So yeah, I like that. I think that's going to work pretty nicely. Great. Still haven't worked out what I'm doing on the edge of this, have I? Because I need a barrier of some sort around here. I'm just going to go back into here again. I don't think this can work, can it? I really want this, but it doesn't work with this flower bed, unfortunately. Don't know. I'm conflicted because otherwise it's going to be such a pain to try and do a custom bit of fencing for these. It's so long-winded and it feels like a real waste of time if you try and do custom edging when you can use the in-game stuff. So I don't know. Do I lose my flower bed? Unfortunately, the flower bed is covering up the edge of the pathway. I tell you what, I might be able to get away with it if I fill this flower bed with the right stuff, because I can kind of have this here and then just disguise it a bit with flowers. Potentially. I'm going to try it because I really just want to use this around here. I don't want to do a custom fence because I'm using the main, the in-game one around here. It won't look right if I then do a custom one for the rest. So maybe I can get away with this if I can hide most of this with bushes. And then here it looks like it just comes out of the wall again, so that works. So I will try and disguise all of this with whatever I put in here. I mean, like this edge here, I can easily just whack in a massive bit of bush, so like the creosote bush, stuff like this, and you can basically just make it disappear like that. I think that sort of thing. I think that's a bit too big, but you get the idea. I can pretend it's not there basically by doing that, and then just having some different bushes along here. We know it's there. It's obvious it's there, but I think if I do that sort of thing, I think I can get away with it. I won't tell anyone if you won't. So let's do that kind of thing. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll work. But I'm going to leave that for the next episode because I think that is a good place to stop. Wow, look at that. I'm pretty pleased with this. I haven't quite finished this yet. I do want to get a few flowers down here and one or two fallen logs as well. That's one of my things. Whenever I do any sort of water stuff, I always put a couple of fallen trees around it because I just think it looks really nice and natural. So I'll do that in the next episode as well. And yeah, I don't know what else I'll do in the next episode. I'll probably focus on this, maybe along here. I've still got to obviously redecorate the pond up here, plus I've still got to finish this this ramp out the front here, and obviously I've still got the whole of this area to do as well at some point. But I'll try and mix it up so I'm not doing the same thing in consecutive episodes too much. Try and give you guys a nice bit of variety. But yeah, I think for now that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you could hit the like button for me. That'd be fantastic. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do, so you get all the updates and notifications and such. And yeah, thank you. Hopefully I will see you again in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye for now.